Bonsoir les amis, this is Llyane Stanfield and you can find me at ParisianFrench.com. Do you ever have problems with, not with genders, with numbers? We did genders last time. Do you have problems with the numbers? And I know a lot of people have troubles when they're speaking to figure out the numbers. And also, do you know how to talk about your relatives? So today I'm going to give you a few phrases that you can just grab and go and that contain the age, because that too is a little bit tricky for many people, as well as the relatives. And so we're going to do, you know, here and there, this is going to come back with different, you know, levels of complexity, with, you know, different vocabulary. But I do want to, as you can tell, every single video that I make, I'm actually giving you tips on to how to use on a larger scale, not just this one example. So I hate giving, you know, this is the phrase and that's how you use it and you're done. What I do like to do though is to give you tips or show you the rules or give you the pattern as to exactly how to manage on your own other situations that are similar, which is brilliant for you because you'll be able to correct yourself and manage yourself without the help of me. So, and also in the title you see something about a crash course, a live crash course. So this Sunday, when I'm doing the webinar, Français Sunday, I decided to do a live crash course, and that is something that most people are interested in. And so I will take you questions live, I'll take your questions live, and I also have some gifts and a bonus, something that's amazing. So in order for you to know where and when this is going to happen this Sunday, please go to ParisianFrench.com. I'm pointing up because on Facebook Live the link is going to be up there. ParisianFrench.com. And subscribe to the newsletter. This way I'm going to be able to give you many more things that I can give you in these little videos, as well as your next step. So what I give here, there's so much I can do in 2 minutes, and these videos are intentionally made this short because you need something really quick that you can't say no to whenever you don't have time for an extended practice, but something to, you know, practice your French with. And so this is the intention of these small videos on Facebook Live, and also they will also be most of them on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube right now. So you know this is one of them probably. I'm not sure, we'll see. So on the webinar, it's a webinar series that I started, 10 tricks to hold a conversation so that you can get around on topics that you need. You must know topics that you need to know in order to make conversation in French, so that you don't have to switch to English, and so that the natives don't answer back in French themselves. And so this is amazing challenge on one hand for many people, and an amazing une réussite, an amazing thing to finally do, to succeed to do, because many people are not able to doing this when they go to Paris or when they speak to someone in French and so on. So okay, so what I meant to say is this is a series of webinars that I created, these 10 tricks. Last Sunday we had everything you need to know when you go into the airport, and this Sunday we will have the French crash course with live questions. So I'm waiting for you there. Go to ParisianFrench.com and subscribe to the newsletter, and I'm going to let you know when that's going to happen. Good. And so now today let's talk about age and relatives, and I'm going to give you a few sentences, those the transcript of the French part of this video, is going to be in the Parisian French Conversationalist Facebook group, and the link is going to be in the comments below. So, Philippe a 15 ans, Louise a 14 ans. Philippe is 15, Louise is 14. Philippe a 15 ans, Louise a 14 ans. Now, when you talk about age, in English we say he is so and so age, because in English it's an elliptic expression, which actually comes from Philippe is 15-year old. He is 15-year-old. So that's why I'm using the verb to be. In French, he has 15 years, okay? So that is the expression in French. There's no elliptic to anything. But in English, it is. And so you may not realize, but in English, we are saying he is so many years old. In French, he has so many years. So Philippe a 15 ans, Louise a 14 ans. I'm going to stop a little bit here because I talked about numbers. And so someone asked me a few weeks ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, to talk about the numbers and how we create the numbers. And if you have been following all these videos, you may remember the one that I talked about, it was a webinar about the idioms, and how in Belgium and Switzerland, the numbers that are more complicated in French are not, and so it's easier in their idioms in their language, in their French, to say the numbers. And I'm referring, of course, about to 60, 70, 80, and 90. So we're gonna say 10, that's 10, 20, that's 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 60, 10, that's 70, 70, 80, 80, 4 20s, 80, and then 90, 90, 80. So I'm going to repeat from 60 as I promised. So 60, 70, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 100, 100. So another trick that you need to remember is how do we talk, what are the numbers between 10 and 20? So we have 10, I'm going to say them, 10, 11, 12 through 20. Alors 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 10, 7, 17, 18, 10, 8, 10, 8, 18, 19, 10, 9, 19, 20. 20. And so, and another trick, that's the third trick to remember about the numbers, and you're done. 21, 31, 41, and so on. So it's going to be 21, 20 and 1, and then 22, 22, but 21 is 20 and 1, 21, then 22, 31, 41, 51, 61, 61, 71, 72, 70, 81, 91, and 101. No, it's not 101. So be very careful about these. So whenever you have the 1, you put the word and. 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, 71, 81, 91, et puis 101, 80, 90, 91. All right, so with 11 we don't have the e. This doesn't sound right. So with 11 we don't have the e. 91, 71. But the other ones with un is e un. I hope this makes sense to you, but I'm going to write the transcript, and that's going to be into the the Parisian French conversational list Facebook group. Okay, I'm going to continue the French, the phrases about the relatives now. Philippe est le frère de Louise. Philippe is Louise's brother. Louise est la sœur de Philippe. Louise is Philippe's sister. Philippe et Louise, no, I'm going to say like this. Philippe est le fils de Monsieur et Madame Le Petit. Philippe est le fils. Philippe is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Le Petit. Philippe est le fils de Monsieur et Madame Le Petit. Louise est la fille de Monsieur et Madame Le Petit. Louise est la fille de Monsieur et de Madame et Madame Le Petit. Ils sont les enfants. Ils sont les enfants de Monsieur et de Madame Le Petit. They are their children. So I'm going to say these phrases again from top to bottom, only French. Philippe a 15 ans. Louise a 14 ans. Philippe est le frère de Louise. Louise est la sœur de Philippe. Philippe est le fils de Monsieur et Madame Le Petit. Louise est la fille de Monsieur et Madame Le Petit. Ils sont les enfants de Monsieur et Madame Le Petit. I hope this helped you. Please ask me questions in the comments below. And do not forget about this Sunday's webinar when we're going to meet and be together. I'm so sorry about this noise. I have constructions in the building. There's going to be a live crash course where I'm taking live questions from you, and I also offer gifts and bonuses. So I hope this helps you. I hope that the noise wasn't too bad. It distracted me for sure. I apologize for that, but please ask me questions in the comments below, and I will be very happy to answer them to you. Don't ever give up on your dream to become bilingual. Learn to speak Parisian French on Skype and travel the world. Merci beaucoup et à demain.